of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it away to start. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kick. Goes out of bounds. Ready, break. From the gun, running back on the move. Wide open spaces. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They send the tight end in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Knocked down for the tackle. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Sayin. Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score time is 7.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moore will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're ready to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line.
29 Philly.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it on the right. Off and running. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. RPO complete. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Ducks want to move quickly. Quarterback will keep it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Second down, he'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly. Got some movement to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Looking for space to the left. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. The 30. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down a list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Moore to the air. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Oregon 38, Ohio State 35.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Swings it out to his running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Picked off to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Oh, it's a reverse. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way.
And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. First and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man, it's Whittington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Got the quick pass. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity.
Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a nice game. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're going to run it. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Finds the tight end. Slithers into space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Moore will throw. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He brings a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.